So now what? So now we are going to be planting our very own espresso tree. Carla from Greenpop is still here, and you're going to be showing us how to do all of this. Our hands are going to become green right now, because really trees are not just about, decorating a place or a space or making sure that there is shadow, like shade, but it's also just about for the humans, and that is exactly why you are here.
Amazing, yeah, and most people have never planted a tree or a plant like this little guy, which is a house plant.
So this is not a tree, this is a house plant?
This is an indoor plant, yeah,
okay.
But it's a beautiful example of how we can plant today. So the first thing you want to do is you want to dig a hole that's approximately just a little bit bigger than the actual pot that we are transplanting it from.
Okay.
So you want to dig it either in a beautiful pot like this or in your garden itself. And you want to be very, very sure that the depth of the pot is the same depth as the pot. So you want to measure, it's just about a spade size. So you want to make sure that you dig your hole this deep and not too deep or too shallow, because that will hurt the plant. The second thing you do is you give the tree a little massage, you tip him over, and you pop him into the pot to make sure that he is nice in his new home. You compact the soil, and then after that, you call him a name.
We are definitely going to name him. However, that being said, you said we have to cuddle him and talk to him. I always hear people say you have to talk to your plants. What is the reason for that? Is there actually a reason behind speaking to your plants and maybe singing to them sometimes?
Well, there's no scientific evidence to date, but we do believe that there is energy between us and plants and nature. So I think getting your hands into the soil, connecting with the plants, and also just treating any living thing with respect while you're planting it is really important.
And this is going to be quite a messy job, so we actually can't plant it right now because we have to remove all of the soil. But then in terms of soil, what kind of soil would be using to be able to plant this?
So you want to make sure you've got good living soil. You start with a good potting soil mix, and then you mix in quite a bit of compost, and make sure you've got some mulch for the top as well to kind of keep the moisture in and make sure the plant is happy.
And then just in terms of how big this plant would grow, could you actually keep it in the home? Because you said it is a home plant, but you obviously don't want it to be too big. So in terms of how big it would be?
So a tree and also a houseplant like this guy is often limited by how large the pot is. So if the pot grows bigger, the bigger pot, the plant will probably grow quite large. This guy, I think there's another one in the studio that's almost 2 meters high. So this guy can get even very big.
Taller than myself and Carl, I'm sure. Carla from Greenpop, thank you so much.
Amazing.
We are going to name this, but if you are being inspired by planting your own tree, hopefully these tips has helped you. We're going to continue with our green fingers on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Awesome. Cool.